Rucker's 9-year NFL career as a Carolina Panther, the defensive end faced the toughest opponents on the football field. Today he tackles a very different challenge, the rough and rugged terrain of Land Rover's driving school here at the Biltmore Estate in Asheville, North Carolina. So through the eyes of an NFL great, you'll see the unparalleled capabilities that the Land Rover brand has to offer. So you know where you've seen it first? Automotive Rhythms.
As part of the estate, we were looking for things for people to do outside, and so as people started staying here longer and longer and longer, we tried to figure out a way to give them different things to do during the day and cause them to have 1 day, 2 day, perhaps even a 3-day experience here. Land Rover fit right into that strategy.
We're here at the Biltmore Estate, Land Rover's driving school. What do you think that this vehicle could really handle?
Well, I'm really excited because a lot of times in the city you don't get to use all the features that you would be able to in vehicles, and especially with the Range Rover and the Land Rover. We've seen the commercials of what it's capable of doing. So for me to come out of the city into the wilderness and to really get after it and see what the vehicle can do, I'm really excited to see that.
A lot of what we do here, even though we're working in an off-road environment, is really applicable to on-road driving as well, particularly in terms of vehicle control, not overreacting with the controls, realizing when I turn the steering wheel this way to the left, it doesn't only steer the vehicle to the left, it's also affecting weight transfer and balance and how all of that is going to apply to our daily driving lives. Whenever you're off-road, you have to be prepared really for whatever Mother Nature can throw at you, and in this particular case there were just a couple of small trees, some deadfall that had come down from a recent storm, so just simply using the chainsaw, 30 seconds worth of work, cleared the trail. Now we're able to get through with no issue. Some of the more prominent features, with the product, with the vehicles that we use here, hill descent control is a very popular system that is going to actually work the brakes for us. It has some off-road, obviously, and some on-road application as well. Terrain response, which is again off-road and on-road oriented, is going to allow the driver to tell the vehicle what type of terrain we're in, and the vehicle will then set up a lot of other systems to get the best performance out of it. Also, we're going to be looking at the air suspension, which really gives the vehicle really kind of the best of both worlds. We can gain the height that we need for off-road use for ground clearance, but we're not going to sacrifice on-road ride because we can lower it back down to get that ride quality that we're looking for. In the interior of the vehicle, with the seating, this is really important for a lot of folks, is that we have command seating. And what that allows us to do is actually, the seats are a little bit higher within the vehicle, giving the driver a better view of the road of what's coming up ahead and allowing them to be a little bit more proactive with the vehicle instead of just reacting to brake lights in front of them.
So at the driving school today, we'll be experiencing different terrain in a sense of mud, maybe some dry parts as well, a lot of heavy articulation. The vehicle itself, we'll be going over technology and technique and the differences between the two and how applicable the technique is to other vehicle types as well. But we've got 4,030 acres here on the property that we utilize. It's some of the 4,000 acres is shared use with the rest of the estate. We have various types of situations you'll find yourself in. You'll be in side tilts from different severity levels, hill climbs, things of that matter. A lot of articulation holes as well. You have your tires off the ground 2 at a time in spots. You can get 1 to 2, maybe even 3 or 4 feet of wheel lift in spots as well. Here at Biltmore, with the mud, the red clay that we see, it's very slick. So actually snow and ice driving, things of that matter, or even wet conditions in some places could be very similar. Mike did great today, and so far he's been learning a lot of different things from the technology aspect and also from the technique. How important steering is, throttle control, lack of brakes, using of the gears instead of using the brakes.
There's things that this truck has done that you can only do if you had a Tonka truck or something like that. Even though you're in an off-road type environment, it's still in control and it's smooth. It felt like you were going to roll over, but the truck is totally in control and it just rolls right off. It's smooth, and whether it's a hole or a hill or rocks or dirt or mud, it just plows right through it. And never in my wildest dreams I thought that a truck had those types of capabilities.